Yeah, it's that guy. Good morning to you. We're live at Hardees again on Market Street in Johnson City, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 433. How about it? We say good morning to you. We're here. We have lots to talk about. We're going to hear from Dabo Swinney a couple of times, head football coach of the Clemson Tigers. We're going to hear from Nick Saban, the head football coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide, getting ready for the National College Championship tonight in Florida. Twixt the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Clemson Tigers going to play for all the marbles tonight again. And so we have, as we said, a lot to talk about there. We also will be hearing from Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repairs. Will stop by, and we're out of the woods with winter weather pretty much, although we're going to have another cold night tonight. But if you haven't done the winter weather tips for your vehicle, it's still a good time to do it because we're not out of the woods yet, although we're going to be in the 50s and 60s by the end of the week, which got no problem with that. I love that. It was, tell you what, we went sled riding yesterday, myself and little people, and two things I learned. I'm too old to be on a sled, but that's okay. What a way to go. And so, and the other thing is, when you're on the bottom of the sled and the little people on top of you, and you're going down the hill, and they bail off and pull the toboggan down over your face, so you run into the chain link fence, that's not good. So, but I'm here in one piece, bundled up, bandaged up, and ready to go as we're here live at Hardees. So I hope you're having a good Monday. It is warming up. We're going to go back to the studio in just a second, get the official weather forecast. Good morning, Ben Foy, by the way. How are you, my friend? There you go, hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit, as they say. And there you go. Isn't that a nice, especially in a restaurant? That's nice. So there you go, known for the biscuit. So we will jump in here and tell you right out of the chute that we dedicate the show. This is our verse to get it started. Dedicate the show to the man who hung on the cross, unashamedly do that. Out of the book of Romans, today's verse is, you can be a conqueror in all things through my love. For neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor demons, neither the present, nor the future, nor any powers will separate you from my love. There you go. Hit the bell. How about that? Mr. Brown's in the house. My good friend Wayne Brown's in the house today. He has heard all about this, and it's all day long. Buy one, get one free here. Thick Burgers. Buy one, get one free all day long here in this store only, this location, Hardees on Market Street in Johnson City. A lot of the school systems are out, so if you're out and about and you're looking for a place to have lunch and or dinner, here's the place to come. And again, just come in and say, Thick Burger, buy one, get one free, and they're ready for you, either here in the walk-in or the drive-thru all day long. So why would you not? If you got a bunch of hungry folks to feed, you got a family to feed, for every one you buy, you get one. So if you buy four, you get four. I mean, it's a one-day, one-time deal here at Hardees on Market Street in Johnson City. So we, again, thanks to our buddy Shannon, who'll be here in a few minutes, the director of marketing for all the Hardees here in the Tri-Cities, 20 of them. We go out once a month and hang out. Last month we were at Colonial Heights, and today we're at West Market Street in Johnson City, right here near the hospital. A couple of birthdays today. Football Hall of Famer Bart Starr having a birthday from the Green Bay Packers, 83 today. Dick Enberg, the famous sportscaster with his famous line, "Oh my," 82 today. Crystal Gale, you a fan of Crystal Gale, Ben Foy? Just for kicks, she's yeah, down boy. Yeah, Crystal Gale, 66 today. Can you believe that? Crystal Gale is 66 years old. And then if you're a fan of rock and roll legend group Led Zeppelin, you know you're getting old when Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin is 73 years old. Wow. So there you go. And then one more, Dave Matthews from the Dave Matthews Band. He's got a birthday today. He's 50. But in the sports world, it's Bart Starr, 83, and Dick Enberg having a birthday, 82. And those are the birthdays again today on this Monday, January 9th. Yes, sir? Go ahead.
I said he's a great broadcaster.
Oh, yes, he is. Absolutely. No question. So we're here live at Hardees on Market Street in Johnson City. We're going to be talking to Shannon throughout the show here. Also got Tim Smith coming by. As we said, we got 5 different audio clips from both Dabo Swinney and Nick Saban getting ready for the game tonight, the national championship in Tampa, Florida, between the Crimson Tide and the Clemson Tigers. Got a lot of numbers. It is a history-making night tonight for the Alabama Crimson Tide if they can win it. Of course, it'll be a history-making night tonight, too, for the Clemson Tigers if they win it. So we'll talk more about that. But first, let's go back to the studio and get the very latest on our weather forecast and how things are going to be. I know I heard you earlier this morning say it's going to be warming up, which is a good thing. What's our forecast, my friend, from the WETV studios?
And
62 degrees on Thursday. I love it. Is that what you said? 62? Wow. I love it. 62. So break out the suntan lotion. So there you go. Break out the Blue Lizards. What's going to break out? And one of our great sponsors. 62 degrees by Thursday. And so this is the way I look at it. Every day that the sun comes out and stays warmer, that's one less day of winter, 2017. I'm already had my fill of the cold weather because it got, needless to say, it got down very, very cold over the last couple of nights, as we all know. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's take a look at the NFL from yesterday and also from Saturday. Well, we gave it a good try, my friend, but the Raiders just didn't get it done. Houston beat them 27-14, and I thought the game plan of the Raiders was not very good. I didn't think they really turned Connor Cook loose like they should have from the standpoint of a little tentative in the beginning, and they started out running the football, which if you got a quarterback out there who's making his first start ever, I guess that's okay to a point, but you also want to start a few little dump passes to get him going. So he tried a screen pass that got picked off by Clowney, and that one took him on in for a score, and before you know it, the Raiders are down 10-0, never recovered. Texans win it to move on, 27-14. Also on Saturday, the Seahawks blow out the Lions, 26-6. Lions look like a high school team. Looked like they didn't want to be there, really. It just looked like their season was done last week. They didn't want to be there, and it showed. Seahawks manhandled them in just about every form and fashion. 26-6 the final on Saturday night in Seattle. Of course, yesterday, we're going to break these games down in a few minutes. Green Bay over the Giants, 38-13. Aaron Rodgers, probably the two hottest football teams in the National Football League right now are the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. They both had strong performances yesterday. Green Bay, a 25-point win over the Giants, 38-13. And the Steelers just clubbed the Dolphins like a seal. You're talking about a team that looked like they didn't want to be there. I mean, the Dolphins' defense is like, oh, you want to run by me? Okay. And so they pretty much did. I mean, they didn't have much to say for the Steelers' offense. In the early game on Sunday, and then Green Bay at Dallas, and that's the 4:40 kickoff from Dallas on Sunday. So that would be what's going on there with the National Football League. And we're going to talk more about these two games from yesterday a little bit later in the show. We'll take our first break, come right back, and we'll jump in here and we'll get after it. We've got a ton to talk about concerning the National College Football Championship tonight. It's going to be big. It's going to be exciting. We're going to hear from both coaches throughout the show. Of course, that would be Dabo Swinney, the Clemson head coach, and also Nick Saban, the head coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. So, quick break. We'll be right back. We're at Hardees on Market Street in Johnson City. Walk in or drive through all day long. Again, it is thick burgers, buy one, get one free all day long here. Again, in Market Street, Hardees in Johnson City, right across. If you're saying, where is it? It's the Hardees close to the hospital, Johnson City Medical Center on West Market Street. And so thick burgers all day long, buy one, get one free, either walk in or drive through, and they're going to be ready for you. Hello to Jerry Keller. Good morning. Sorry about your Raiders. Hope my Cowboys won't be next. Hope not either, but you're not starting a third-string quarterback like we did, so we kind of knew going in what was going to happen. But anyway, hello, Jerry Keller. Good morning to you, sir. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live again. We're here, as we said, at Hardees on West Market Street in Johnson City on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Well, okay. Oh, yeah. That's it. I mean, they were pitiful. They were really pitiful. So, yeah, exactly. Bob's calling me, so it looks like he's not coming. I guess that's why he's calling. I don't know. So, first game of the Steelers and Dolphins. It's Steelers had 555 yards of offense. You mean, I hear it popping and cracking. You mean hang up, call you back on 7900? Okay. All right, championship music coming up. Okay. No, it's not me. Okay. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live again at Hardees on West Market Street in Johnson City, where the thick burgers are buy one, get one free all day long. So no strings attached, no gimmicks, no catches. Hardees says it's cold, want to feed you, and so come on by here and get a thick burger. Buy one, get one free all day long till closing night here at Hardees on West Market Street in Johnson City, right here close to the hospital. Either walk in and get them or come through drive-through. Either way, they be yours. Buy one, get one free. Go ahead. Nope, just walk in, say, need a thick burger. Buy one, get one free, and you got one. So there you go. Let's take a look at the first ball game from yesterday. Ben Roethlisberger had a fine afternoon. Some questionable coaching, and we'll get to that in a second. He got hurt late in the ball game, shouldn't have been in there. Roethlisberger had a fine afternoon against the Dolphins, doing his part to help the Steelers to a easy, and easy is a key word, 30-12 wild card playoff win. But for reasons that seemed curious at the time, and even more so now in light of the latest development, Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown were all in the game in the fourth quarter, when the game had long been decided. Roethlisberger goes to the press conference in the postgame wearing a walking boot. He injured his foot on the last throw, an interception when he had no business throwing, and he didn't have any business being in there. The game was way, going into the fourth quarter, it was 30-6. Miami got one more touchdown, but the game was decided. He didn't have to be in there. You can make the argument that backup Landry Jones should have been in for the final 15 minutes, but on 3 occasions, at the 11:24 mark in the game, the 5:57 mark in the game, and the 15-second mark in the game, Big Ben was still out there. Why, would you ask? And I don't know that answer. Is Coach Mike Tomlin aware of what happened to my guy, Derek Carr, and the Raiders? Without their big gun, we're just a whimper of a football team. So Roethlisberger says he'll play next Sunday against the Chiefs. If he's not 100%, there's really nobody to blame but the coaching staff. Could have not been out there, no question. So if he can't play next week, Mike Tomlin should be answering some questions big time, because he had no business being out there at all. Here's the numbers again from yesterday. The Steelers, 367 total yards in the football game, rushing 179, most of those coming off Bell. Had a huge ball game. Passing from Roethlisberger, 188 yards on the day. Passing for Roethlisberger, 13 out of 18, 2 interceptions, and again 188 yards. Matt Moore, I don't know, did you see the highlights where Dupree, the guy from the Steelers, leveled him? Did you see that one, Ben, where he nailed him? I don't see how the guy got back up. And this guy's oh, man. Laid him out like a carpet. There you go. This guy, full throttle, nobody to block him, and he just drilled Matt Moore. He set out one play and came back, and he took a shot. Well, anyway, Moore had a pretty good day as the backup quarterback to Tannehill, who couldn't play. 29 out of 36, 1 interception, 253 yards passing for the Dolphins quarterback. Of course, the big story, game 1 early in the year, Jay Ajayi just ran roughshod over the Steeler defense. Yesterday, not so much. They put the hammer on him yesterday. What was his final total? Ajayi was 16 carries for 33 yards, all he had. So The Steeler defense tightened up big time, obviously, and as a result, it was a big victory for the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Miami Dolphins yesterday in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's 8th straight win. They're red hot. The reasons are varied and obviously start with an offensive features. Big Ben, it's the 3 Bs, Ben, Brown, and Bell. But a resurgent defense. Also, as we said, Ajayi had 207 rushing yards the first time out. Yesterday, 16 carries for 33 yards. Not much there. Defensive tackle Javon Hargrave, big game yesterday. 38-year-old James Harrison, who forced a huge second-quarter fumble, says he's stronger now than at any point in his career. Also on defense, 2015 first-round draft pick Bud Dupree. That's the guy who put the hammer on the quarterback, Matt Moore. If you haven't seen that, you can go back and watch the highlights because he flat wore him out. 2014 first-rounder Ryan Shazier, also a big game yesterday for the Steelers. Now, for the Dolphins, good sign. Plenty to look forward to for next year. First-year coach Adam Gase is for real. Took a 1-4 team and led them to a 10-6 mark. So what a turnaround for the Dolphins without franchise quarterback Ryan Tannehill the final 3 weeks. So it had a journeyman quarterback. They go from 1-4 to 10-6. Miami's playoff win drought still goes back to 2013. They haven't won in 17 years now in the playoffs. But looks like they're on their way back around, and a nice outing for the Dolphins. Even though they got beat rather handily. I shouldn't say nice outing. I should say nice season. Going from 1-4 to finishing up at 10-6 for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, the Steelers, we said, having won 8 in a row with a lot of momentum heading to Kansas City. That kickoff coming out next Sunday afternoon at 1:05 in Kansas City. The Chiefs, by virtue of beating the Raiders, getting beat by the Broncos 2 weeks ago, put them, and they beat San Diego on the same day. The Chiefs got the first-round bye, so they sit out yesterday. They'll get ready for the Steelers coming up on Sunday. Did you see your boy Odell Beckham Jr.? See what he did yesterday, Ben Foy? Yeah, I mean, did you see after the game what he did?
No.
Oh, yeah. Class act. Old Beckham punched a hole in the wall outside the locker room at Lambeau Field. Got it on. Oh, he's class act. Got it on tape. Odell Beckham Jr., following his interview after the game, he apparently banged his head against the wall several times. Now, there's your red flag. When you're a grown man and you're banging your head against the wall, Mr. Brown's over giggling. I mean, you got to be an idiot to bang your head against the wall as a grown man, or anybody for that matter. But this guy bangs his head against the wall before punching it and then putting a hole in the wall. Members of the Lambeau Field grounds crew said they saw the entire thing, got it on video. This guy, he had probably one of his worst games ever. As a result, I think we talked about this last week. Remember, he was down there on the boat in South Miami after the Dolphins game, and they decided to hang out down there and party with Justin Bieber. So whether that will have anything to do with that game yesterday or not, that'll be something that he will never hear the end of, because after the Giants beat the Redskins in Week 17, instead of flying back to New York, Beckham and several teammates decided to go to Miami and party with the likes of Justin Bieber for a couple days on the boat. If you're going to party with Bieber 6 days before a playoff game, probably is not the time to do it. Of course, if Beckham's plan was to punch a hole in the wall so we'd all forget about the Bieber trip, then it was smart. But I don't think it's going to work because we're not going to let him forget it, because he had a terrible, terrible day yesterday. And so the Giants, again, get beat. He had 4 catches for 28 yards. He had a couple of drops, 2 drops, one of those in the end zone. Dropped the touchdown pass, and Eli Manning just dropped it. And so a 28-yard touchdown pass. So Odell Beckham Jr., after the game being interviewed, started banging his head against the wall outside the locker room, then turned around, got mad, and punched a hole in the wall. I bet you they There you go. So Joey Porter, the Steelers, got in a little trouble. I would think so. Hit the bell over. That's pretty good. Stay and watch a little bit more game film, because got himself in trouble. Joey's no West Virginia boy. He played for West Virginia for whatever that's worth. So back in his college days, which means absolutely nothing. But so an assistant coach of the Steelers arrested after the game. for a little fracas, little scrape, a little barroom scrape at a little bar in Pittsburgh. Is that correct? Yeah, there you go. So that's probably no place the coach needs to be after the game, or player, win or lose. Just go home and not go out and hang. And apparently had a few too many and got a little mouthy. And what did he do? He shoved somebody? What exactly did he do again? There you go. So, hey, we're live at Hardees on Market Street in Johnson City here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, throughout the day, all day long today, till close tonight. Thick burgers are buy one, get one free. You better believe I'm getting one. Or some chicken tenders. I'm going to load up here and have a little lunch when the show's over, because the food is awesome here at Hardees. And again, there's no strings, no catches, no coupons, no gimmicks. It's simply you come in or drive through or walk in the lobby, and it's a buy one, get one free thick burgers all day long here, again, at Hardees. We did this last month at Colonial Heights on a kind of a trial basis, and so we've been talking about this for a couple of days. So today's the day to come by here and take advantage of a buy one, get one. Don't get those very often. Particularly a great sandwich like the thick burger here at Hardees. Back to the Packers game, 38-13. Let's recap that game for you here on the show. For 26 minutes and 15 seconds of the first half, the Giants held Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. And they had them in check. To that point, the Packers had 20 total yards for the first 26 minutes and 15 seconds of the first half. Giants blown opportunities left and right. They had 3 trips in the first half inside Green Bay's 35-yard line, got nothing. Well, they got 6 points. You got 3 trips in. 3 field goals is 9 points. That's your minimum. But you should be coming out there with 18 points. Or actually 21 points, 3 touchdowns. They had 6 points. So they had a 6-0 lead. Rodgers kind of dormant, couldn't get going at Lambeau Field. And then, right before halftime, he had the big touchdown bomb to Randall Cobb. And that kind of opened up the front floodgates, and away we go. A 31-yard pass to Devontae Adams down the right sideline led to a touchdown pass. 2 plays later, complete with Rodgers scampering around the pocket. Talk about defense or lack thereof. Rodgers, at one point, flooded out of the pocket, scrambling. He was back there for 9 seconds before firing a laser into a tight window. Now you can count right now. He snapped the ball, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009. 9 seconds he had to scramble in a National Football League game. That tells you what kind of offensive line protection he was getting up front, or how not very good penetration the Giants were getting to allow him to sit back there. All of a sudden, the Packers had a 7-6 lead, despite being badly outplayed, and then they never looked back. And so, Randall Cobb again, that big catch right before halftime. And so the Packers roll on, defeating the Giants 38-13. 406 total yards to Green Bay. Passing yesterday, Aaron Rodgers on fire, 25 out of 40 for 331 yards. And so he had 4 touchdown passes yesterday. On top of that, 25 out of 40 passing day for 331 yards. Rushing the ball, Packers not much. 3 yards a carry, 25 carries for 75 yards. Eli Manning and the boys. Eli yesterday, 23 out of 44 for 295 yards and a pick. And again, for Manning, he had 1 touchdown pass to King, a 41-yarder. And so the Packers manhandle the New York Giants 38-13 to move on to the next round of the playoffs. Of course, as we said, traveling into Dallas to battle the Packers and the Cowboys at 4:40 on Sunday. Again, that'll be at Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas. The Giants continue to make mistakes on special teams, continue to drop passes. Again, Beckham dropped a touchdown pass in the end zone, a 28-yarder. All that might not have mattered quite as much if they'd managed to build a bigger lead early on. That failure, as much as anything else, is why the Giants are going home. The Packers are moving on to Dallas, 38-13 the final. And boy, you get the football inside your opponent's 35-yard line 3 times in the first half, you got to have more than 6 points. Again, the minimum 3 field goals is 9. That's the minimum you got to have. And as we said, 3 touchdowns, that's 21 points. You put 21 on the Packers in the first half at Lambeau Field, take the crowd out of it, it's a brand new ball game, but they couldn't get it done. They led 6-0, and Rodgers got warmed up, and the rest is history. So Packers move on, and the Giants will go back home scratching their head going, what went wrong yesterday with the New York Giants on the road at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live at Hardees on West Market Street. We'll take a quick break, come right back. She's here. She's ready. The sunshine of Hardees. That guy's going to talk to that lady coming up next here. We're live again at Hardees on West Market Street. Again on an old, cold, snowy day. Most of the school systems are out today. A lot of the back roads are still very, very icy. We are not out of the woods yet as far as temperature. What's the very latest, Ben? It was 19 a few minutes ago. What's our latest temperature, big guy?
We got about 23 degrees right now, sunshine. It's going to be warming up here today.
Johnson City, you got
Pretty good this afternoon. I mean, it's supposed to be about 36 degrees.
23 right now. Mr. Brown, behave yourself, my friend. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Yes. Mr. Brown, what a nice man. So we're at a balmy 23 right now. Looking for a high today in the mid to upper 30s. But again, a lot of the back roads are still snow-covered and icy in the counties. And most of the counties, our school systems are closed. I know Johnson City was on a delay, and they turned around closed early this morning. So, again, traffic is moving here on State of Franklin and on West Market Street. But again, the back roads and some of the areas very icy and snow-covered. So if you're living on the back roads and you haven't been, roads have not been treated yet, if you don't have to get out, don't. Because it's still, again, 23 is 23. It ain't 33 and it ain't 43. 23 is 23, which means it's still icy and tricky and treacherous out there, in particular on the back roads and certainly in the higher elevations. Quick break, we'll be right back. Got more to talk about NBA. We're going to jump in and start talking about the National College Championship tonight. We're going to hear from Dabo Swinney. We're going to hear from Nick Saban. We're going to hear from Tim Smith later on the show. All this and more. We're at Hardees again on West Market Street in Johnson City on the Tom Taylor Sports Show on AM 790 WETV and on Facebook Live.
You ready for me? Me?
No, just watch the highlight package. No, I didn't see any of it. What? Say, sacked the guy and went and got the fumble too? Wow. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
There you go. Hi, Ben. Say hello, Ben. She just said hello to you. There you go.
I can.
Yes, she can. She can hear you. Oh, yeah. So,
I got my form I was waiting on.
you finally got it from the radio station? You just now got it? You are kidding me. From the Hardees Classic? It's January. Seriously, you just now got it?
Yeah, I got it last week.
Wow. Why would you wait 45 days to send out the invoice? Oh, well.
Oh, he didn't wait that long to send the invoice. He just waited that long to send me the W-4, so.
Oh, it's the invoice. Okay. Well, he wouldn't give it to me, so I don't know. Whatever. You got it. That's the bottom line. So, so we're going to talk about thick burgers, and we're going to talk about what else?
We're talking about a fundraiser we're doing for the hospital.
Awesome. I don't know. What's this?
I'm charging.
Ooh, just another reason that.
Keep me around.
I'm telling you. I'm filling a Cracker Barrel breakfast this week for sure. Lord have mercy. Yes, sir. The what now? There you go. Yeah, I'm not usually. I have three, so I wouldn't forget one. We are back again with the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at the Hardees on West Market Street in Johnson City. She's over there. I'm over here. I'm that guy. She's that lady. Good morning, sunshine. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What a great day to come in here and have some breakfast, and now switch out and have a little lunch and get a thick burger.
Buy one, get one free.
Buy one, get one free. Third of a pound. No gimmicks, no catches, no coupons, no glitches. Just come in, either drive through or walk in till the store closes tonight, which will be at what time?
11.
11 o'clock. All the way to 11 o'clock tonight. Buy one, get one free thick burger. A third of a pound of hamburger, and it is awesome. Love it. Tell me about the thick burger.
Oh, I'm not alive.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, there you go. It's so much for my midnight snack here at 11.
Where's the bell? Ding the bell.
Hit the
Sorry.
bell. Here we go. I'll get it over because I think we're going to be dinging it a lot here. Go
There you
ahead.
go.
There you go.
Sorry. 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock tonight. So from now to 10, thick burgers, buy one, get one free. At this store only.
This store only. Don't come to the one at Market Street.
Where's Market Street?
From the hospital.
Yep. And speaking of the hospital, you got a fundraiser coming up. Tell me about that.
We do. This is the second year that we've partnered with the Nice Wonder Children's Hospital to do a fundraiser for them. Last year we did something a little different. This year we're going to try another one. This year, on January the 18th, which is on a Wednesday, it's a week from this coming Wednesday, our entire breakfast sales that morning, we're going to donate that to the Children's Hospital for this store.
This Wednesday.
No, the 18th.
I'm sorry, January 18th.
A week from this Wednesday. This store only will donate the breakfast sales that we do that morning to the Nice Wonder Children's Hospital.
Awesome. That's awesome.
It is. That's an awesome hospital. I'd never, of course, had a chance to go there, and thankfully, but I have now. Last year, my little girl fell on a Lego or a Mega Block at daycare. Made a nice little indention in her chin, and so we got to do it over there. And the people that are there, if you've never thankfully had to experience that, when you go in, they have these child life workers that work directly one-on-one with your child while they're having any kind of procedure done, kind of take their mind off what's going on and distract them. And also, they gave her a little toy before she left, and she still remembers. She's not scared to go to the hospital or the doctor because I get a toy. So that's what she remembers about going to the hospital. She doesn't remember the stitches that she got, like I do. She remembers the Minnie Mouse toy that she got. So that money, of course, goes to a great cause up there, and we're very happy to have them.
Yep, it's coming up on the 18th, which will be a week from Wednesday. All the proceeds from this store, breakfast, will go to Nice Wonder Children's Hospital. We got someone in our church that has had a daughter over there most recently, and heard nothing but good things about the staff and how they're treated. So a lot of TLC over there going on. That's good. Yeah. Speaking of, wasn't Porky Pig? What kind of pig did we do for Christmas? Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig, and went over great.
Really?
Peppa Pig and Anna and Elsa from Frozen. Those were big hit at the house.
Very good. Your husband liked those. You bought him what?
Yeah, my little girl got them. He sung Frozen and Let It Go more than once now.
Oh, yes. Yes, I know that all too well. So, did he like his Frozen PJs he got?
Yes.
Did you get him some Frozen PJs?
Yes, love boxer shorts, yes.
There we go. Boxer short Frozens. And then Peppa Pig, he had a sweatshirt Peppa Pig. So, he really racked up at Christmas.
He did. We'll give a little plug to what he really got for Christmas, because a lot of people don't know that this place is there, and he was all excited. It's called Shooter's Edge, where you can go and do the target practice inside. So he was very excited about that, so we can really plug.
All about that in Piney Flats.
In Piney Flats,
Yeah, in the industrial park. Yep, Shooter's Edge. And so he's been up there firing away, having a big time.
Yeah, it's a really neat place up there. Like, it's kind of off the beaten path, and if you don't know it's there, you might not know. So
Have you been up there yet?
I went and bought the gift card.
Yeah. So you're not going to go up there? You're not a gun-toting mom and aunt? So I would get a video to see you in a shooting range.
I know, and I'm scared that I would, did you say that? No, I'd be.
Yeah, the guns pointed to the ceiling or whatever, yeah. I understand.
You know
Oh, I know you all. That's why I wanted to go take a video camera. So if he gets you a gift certificate, I want to be there to video you at the shooting range. So, Lord have mercy.
I make myself nervous, so
No.
I don't think I'll be going to do that.
You make yourself nervous. She makes her. That's good. She makes herself nervous. You know, that's when you wake up and you get a little twitchy and jittery because you're with you. Bless her heart. That's good stuff. We're talking to our buddy Shannon Love, coming over and hanging out with this lady here once a month at Hardees. And last month we were in Colonial Heights. This month, obviously, we're in Johnson City, and we don't know where we'll be in February, but
Yeah, we'll spread it out some.
we'll spread it around. There you go. Spread the love. So, tell me what else is out there on the menu that you would want folks to know about on an old cold day. We're at 23 degrees, and what about that big bowl yonder over there? Tell me about the bowl way over there.
The grilled chicken bowl. This is one of the stores that we have that has the red burrito in it, which is our line of premium tacos, burritos, and really just all things Mexican. That grilled chicken bowl has the rice, the chicken, the sour cream. It is great on a nice cold day like this. We also have those grilled stuffed burritos. They're just huge with all kinds of things in them. So we'll try some red burrito. I'll bring you some red burrito, even though we know that you're
I'm a sissy.
You're a sissy.
Right.
Handling things very hot, but we can accommodate that. Also, if you're on a budget, we have the Hardees Classic, the double classic. $4.99 combo. Comes with the drink, the double cheeseburger, and the fries, all $4.99.
So, more called a ninny than a sissy, so I get called ninny a lot. So I guess I'm got a ninny. So it's not that spicy.
No, no, we can leave the hot off of it.
Yeah.
So we can accommodate.
So if you need to be, if you're someone who likes hot, you can light them up then, right?
That's right.
There you go.